Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Hey, who the fuck is y'all?
Rainwater.
Rainwater. Who the fuck is that?
Now I'm looking for my bitch Felicia.
Wow. These boys, man, listen, man. Shout out to BigXThaPlug and them dropped a banger over the weekend, man. I mean, this thing here is a solid. If a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it at least a 9. OG, are you there? OG, are you there? We are showing love to the West Coast. Stop playing.
You're not showing us nothing.
BigXThaPlug dropped a banger and you know it. And I sent it to you. You listened to it. What do you think about it? Let's talk about it. I'm glad you got to hear it. And it was a solid 10, wasn't it?
As soon as you sent it to me, I erased it off of my phone because it's the weakest shit. I looked at Extra Plug. I liked what he was doing and the music that he was making. To come in and do a sad imitation of a West Coast Crip is really appalling. You Southern guys are always 2 years behind your Juneteenth. You take a record that went 26 years ago and you try to make it a banger and it's weak. And where's Felicia?
Okay, OG, I gotta stop you. You're going too far, man. You're going in too much, man. These boys are young kids that looked up to something that that was done in the 90s. These are young boys that let me finish, that looked up to people that done stuff in the 90s. You guys set a nice blueprint. DJ Quick, Snoop Dogg, all of the different people set a nice, and these guys paying homage, just like when your boy Quick came down to South San Antonio. It's just like Compton, because we all the same. Now you trying to cause division, ain't right, OG. Them showing you homage, OG.
He didn't say just like San Antonio. He came to San Antonio and said San Antonio want to be just like Compton.
OG, yeah, it's just because he's from there. OG, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a UGK fanatic. I'm about the dirt. I'm about the stars. I'm about the Daytons. I'm about what we do in the South. So I see what BigXThaPlug tried to do. But if it was me, if it was me, I definitely would have liked. I love the video. I love what they doing. But the thing I didn't like about it was they represent trying to play part with y'all, but they should have mentioned D.O.C. D.O.C. was one that went up there and helped formulate that whole thing with the NWA. D.O.C. went up there and helped formulate that. So I would have loved to see them reach out to D.O.C. and get him, locked into this situation. They might have put him on the project, but this here is a song that they should have had him on.
But they didn't. They came and asked Big Snoop to get on and tried to imitate gang culture out here when BigXThaPlug was doing good with his shirt off in Texas.
OG, I'm just gonna be real honest with you. There is no way you can sit up and not like what you seen with them bouncing that car around. They on hydraulics. They coming out the cars.
Hydraulics in Texas.
Well, I believe they got a house party right there. And then the part that throwed me off that I didn't see coming was when they did have a guy come up named Rainwater, representing Rainwater is what it seems, and then they basically dissed him and said that they had his girl in there. And this is what I looked at, like, damn, like, wow, like, to show Rainwater, that's a big, these guys on Rolling Stone magazine, that's a big flea flicker, that's a big lob pass over the Rainwater, to be able to speak his name on that type of a platform. Them guys right there are being seen by the world right now. These guys are on really right. BigXThaPlug is right there on Kendrick Lamar's coattail. Like, this guy's blowing up, man. So you definitely know that, don't you? Did I lose you?
No, you ain't talking about it.
That nigga crazy.
A bunch of air.
He's right on the end of it.
Let me show you how a diss really go.
Okay.
When Q was dissing NWA, right?
Right.
And they had Easy running, getting up out of there. doing. This was now on this weak ass video. Rainwater and one person come up to a house and knock on the door with 100 dudes inside.
Right.
And ask for one person. They didn't let him in. They closed the door like he was contaminated. Went and opened the door and seen a pale face in there, and this guy with condoms.
That's Hood. That's my boy Hood. He been on Boss Talk. Yes, sir.
Hanging down the side of his ear.
They just showing it knocking her down.
Outside. Wait a minute. They go back and tell that ain't your girl and close the door.
She the Sixers girl now, yeah.
Okay, and then they get in a fight with somebody else, but ain't nobody chased Rainwater, the hero here.
Well, they jumped on him when he was leaving out.
No, they didn't. They jumped on somebody else. Rainwater was right. They closed the door and they knocked this light-skinned dude down.
OG, so OG, when you looked at the video, didn't you feel good about them paying homage to the West Coast?
That's an insult.
How's that an insult? These guys paid homage to y'all.
An old man told me in San Quentin a long time ago, why do you bring the weakest shit to the strongest people?
OG, let me just say this. We was over in Jamaica and the biggest and the largest came out, and you was such a Big X fan when he did that. I say, man, that boy rocking with that BigXThaPlug.
I was impressed with
You
him.
was impressed with that whole situation. Why would you now turn around and try to act as if you don't see now? You should even double down because he's showing love to the West Coast.
He ain't showing no love to me. Wearing black jackets, he's trying to represent Santana Block. That ain't got nothing to do with it. They for the Crips, this and that. You're imitating something that's long gone, partner.
Oh, gee, they're paying homage to something, and like I said, Snoop Dogg is on the song with him. He not in the video, but he on the song.
If he wanted homage, why ain't homage with Swisher House? Why ain't homage with Cash Money? Why ain't in homage with No Limit? Here's a bunch of Southern boys. Why ain't homage with T.I.? Why are you over here mimicking the West Coast? You're not from the West Coast, fatty.
What the hell is going on? Oh, gee, if you don't stop it. Listen, man, them boys, they usually hanging on the West Coast. They over there with Bootleg Kev. They hanging out up there. That's what the guy who they hang with, and they do they movement up there.
He must be a clear person.
Yeah, he's clear. Yeah, he's definitely a clear person. But they show a lot of love to the West Coast, man, and so I would think you would be right on time with that because for the South.
How many times you seen Snoop with Bootleg Kev, whoever he is?
I think he been on there.
I said, how many times?
About one time.
What, he got a podcast or something?
Yeah, he got a podcast, so he been on.
I've never heard of him before in my life.
I have to look it up. I think Bootleg Kev, yeah, he been on there for sure.
Bootleg Kev and Adam 12 and that other.
Yeah, they are. Y'all got most of the guys up there is clear people that's in y'all city doing anything.
Culture,
y'all don't have no brother down like the South got. Bootleg Kev.
We don't like Texas people coming here imitating.
Oh, you don't get your crazy, man. What's wrong with you, man? There he is. Yeah, Snoop went on there with him. He went on there and showed him love. Yeah, he been on there. You know, like I said, I'm
with Martha Stewart too. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not impressed when I see, and I'm not hating on them. Shout out to Bootleg Kev. Shout out to Vlad. Shout out to Vlad. Shout out to No Jumper. But it's not hard for them to get our people on their platforms because our people, for some reason, you know, a lot of time our people is conditioned.
Listen to Abernathy.
A lot of times our people are conditioned and they go to the light because they feel like it's right. So I mean, shout out to my, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's some dirt. OG, I'm just being real. Like, our people like to go to those platforms because it gives them a look.
Like to go to those.
No, I've never been on no other platform like that.
We don't talk about nothing unless it's been clear.
No, no, OG, no, it's not like that. I talk about stuff to breaking news, but I'm just telling you, a lot of times our people tend to go over, you know, to the light, to the bright. And they like to go over there and they sit with them first because it gives them a better look to them. They don't really, you know, they feel like they're crossing over. So a lot of times I have reached out to a lot of these artists, and a lot of times because they're not going to look the same with people that look like them. A lot of times they're going to go to the people that don't look like them, or they're going to link up with them to build their platform. And even the ones who so-called have a platform have to have infrastructure, somebody backing them, not like me, where it's just us, me, you, and my wife, and a couple of people. They have to have this, and I'm not mad at them, but they have to have somebody that's a little bit lighter than them to help them to start their platform and help them to coerce their platform. They're not gonna get it out the mud, and so a lot of times that's why they're taking a shortcut. That's what they do, because they feel like that'll help their platform to grow faster if they just stick with the other kind. And so I get it, you know, but I got OG PIRU over here with me. And he's one of the best to do it. I ain't gonna lie. And all our people that support us, man, let me tell y'all, man, I went to this rodeo this weekend. They had us on the Jumbotron. Shout out to Devin. Man, you should have been here, OG. They asked about you. I'm telling you, OG, boy, look, you can't never, let me tell you something. Don't you dare sit there and act like you done took yourself to so many places without me. And I swear you crazy. You just go.
I don't care who tell it.
I almost fell for that shit.
He pumped me up all the day. You know, my daddy used to say, find out what kind of jelly a man like and just put it on thick. And this man get me every day. I'll just be impressed with myself.
No, you're a dope.
About me.
No, them people asking about you, they jumping out the window asking about you. But the one thing I can say, we getting ready to do something together. You already know that. And we just come from Houston, so stop playing, man. We gonna get them. We hitting them where it hurt. They gonna get this work. They gonna get this work. But at any rate, man, I thank you. I appreciate you, OG. But I'm telling you right now, according to the West Coast and BigXThaPlug and our people moving up there, they're showing love to y'all, and you should respect that.
That video was boo-boo.
OG, why do you say that? They showing like they jumping in the hydraulics like all y'all do out there? Boom, 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 boom.
Pretending to be us.
What?
We Texas. we got horses out here.
OG, we have our own culture down here. When you start thinking about the UGK, when you start thinking about Jay Prince and the Fifth Ward Boys, Ghetto Boys, we got D.O.C. is from down here. Like I said, I just think that D.O.C. came up there and rocked out with y'all. That's what they were trying to show y'all. We still got love for y'all, man.
He never made it in Texas. He had to come to
We didn't have nothing down here at that time, so yes.
Didn't have nothing.
But you guys, yes, we did have something. Don't you dare say that. We at that time, Dre came down here to deal with Dr. Rock. Don't come here like we didn't have nothing.
You and your other little minion always trying to bring up the
D.O.C. Kendrick Lamar got his whole style from D.O.C. Nobody wasn't rapping like that. D.O.C. can't show y'all that. That hurt, didn't it? That hurt, didn't it?
No, where is
that hurt? Funky enough and all that. You go look at them cadences. Them cadences came from the D.O.C. The way he flexing and moving, and you can have Eminem and all of them said it, man. Dre and them know it. D.O.C. the way he rapped on the formula is basically formulated a lot of the stuff that y'all rapping like. That's what we saying.
He didn't play the music. Doom, 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 doom.
That's a Dre beat, but the way he hitting them cadences and the way he articulating the rhyme, if you go listen to Funky Enough and you go listen to the formula, boy, this nigga getting around, ain't no Easy and them didn't rap like that.
But wait a minute. That was from Ruthless Records, right?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't from Swisher House.
Yes, but there was no Swisher House. This is the beginning, bro.
And the beginning started on the West Coast.
Dr. Dre came down here and begged that man to go back with him after he heard him rap. Dr. Dre come down here and beg that man to go back, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's what BigXThaPlug came down here to try to get reverend, to be relevant in some, because he can't be relevant with his shirt off in Dallas.
Oh, good Lord. Now you sounding like Ray. Y'all crazy, man.
Fat Albert, I always like Fat Albert, but he got the, he got.
What do you think about him, the diss track to Rainwater, and how did they get him? Like, did they get him good? Did they get him good?
He didn't diss Rain.
He said drain water.
I told you before, the greatest statement Al Capone ever made, say, I don't care what they say about me as long as they spell my name right.
OG, I'm telling you right now, this was a big down, elbow to the head to Rainwater. Boom, they dropped it on, they act like they knocking his gal off in there. It's a big plot to Rain. They trying to take, they taking him on out with that.
And Rain done knocked all their gals too.
Oh no, you and Rain need to stop talking. Don't do that. Don't do that, OG. Don't do that, OG. OG, we not finna do that. All I'm telling you,
it's done. It's done. He hit her and run. That's why they mad.
OG, listen, I'm telling you right now, this song right here is banging. We paid homage to the West Coast, baby. So thank us now. And to be honest with you, when people get together, like when West Coast, like I'm rocking with you right now, it's a good combination. You lock in with, it was, think about it. Even when Charles and White first got with Melvin Farmer, they was out there for years together. All this stuff happened, bro. You know, we just we jive together and we link up. That's all. That's all.
One of the biggest downfalls Melvin had.
D.O.C. link up with Dre. They kicking it. You know what I'm saying? That's how NWA start to formulate and articulate. Right? He wrote a lot of songs with those guys. Ice Cube and D.O.C. the writers. Both of them say that.
Doing now? What is he doing?
Oh, he's still, him and Snoop and Dre and them still rocking, man. Matter of fact, I can't believe Big X didn't link up with D.O.C. when he was doing this, because if you're gonna do this, you gotta put, of course D.O.C. might be on there a little bit, but to get a cameo in something like this when you're trying to present something on a West Coast level would have been extraordinary. That would have made it a little bit, for me, I like the song. Rainwater in there, I think that's just them. They all do it to each other. I try to interview, I've interviewed the whole 600 clique, including BigXThaPlug. I done interviewed Rain 100 times. They all do it to each other, man. They all get at each other, talk down on each other, and then, you know, this is what you get. But you know, me being I'm just a innocent bystander here, looking at this thing. I'm my own looker, and I'm basically the equilibrium in it, man. If I could merge and get them to act right, being an older fella as I am, that's what I would do. But it like, I don't go out with them, so I don't know what the hell they be doing in these YouTube streets, for real, the streets. I don't know what they be doing, but I don't know about their girls. I don't know none of that stuff, but it's a lot to what they're doing. And I thought it was crazy to see them diss Rainwater on a level like this and pay him that much homage. Like you said, if my name being mentioned, it's a good thing. So I don't know, guys. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. BigXThaPlug and them tried to show homage. OG PIRU trying to act like he don't like the song, and we did a reaction to it, right?
I most definitely don't like the song.
What? OG, they showed homage to y'all. Dang, but they love you. You seen the hydraulics on the car? Did you hydraulics? Did you not like the hydraulics?
I just seen hydraulics yesterday.
Okay, so there it is.
That don't impress us.
Okay, well, he tried to show y'all something about BigXThaPlug 600, 6WA, 600 ENT. Just shout y'all a shout out, nigga. Don't play.
Yeah, well, one thing about it, all them hydraulics, he couldn't get his big butt in there.
This man, he was in the car, man. Hush, man.
Outside,
I'm not for the fool with OG. OG, shout out to BigXThaPlug, one of the biggest, the largest to do it.
My man. Turn off, Fat Albert.
Whatever. I'm out of here, man. But yeah, look like Rose Summer and them went upstairs. Hood was hitting them. All of them been on Boss Talk, man. Show love to these boys, man. Y'all keep making the music, man. Keep it on wax too. Don't be out out here cutting up and acting a fool on nobody, on each other, because y'all don't get sensitive. Because I'm pretty sure Ray ain't gonna be saying something back here in just a minute, because I know how he is.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Wasn't BigXThaPlug at the Pink House?
Yeah, boy, man, I gotta go, man. Yeah.